Welcome to NipponPulse. Welcome to Bella. Mark. That's me. And we're down at Optus Stadium, but I heard a dog. That's why I'm carrying Bella. So I'll have a look to see if there's a dog here first before we let Bella down. And I'll explain to you what's going on. But look at that. Look at these bike lanes, everybody. They're just friggin' amazing, aren't they? The bike lanes of Perth. Anyway, I don't see a dog, but I heard a dog. So let's take Bella over here. And I guess, put her down. There we go. Now we are walking on a former rubbish tip. Behind me is the very first casino ever built in the Southern Hemisphere. And this casino is the easiest casino to win at, which is still hard to win at. It operates at different laws to any other casino in the world. The odds are greater, so you can just see it poking through the trees there. That is the hotel. The casino's only very small, he says. So they don't have, it's kind of a play on words really, they don't have pokey machines or poker machines. They have gaming machines, so the odds are greater. Anyway, so this is built on a rubbish tip. So these mounds, where the rubbish were. Of course, they treated the rubbish. Optus Stadium over there. But they are about to build a multi-purpose race track here that's going to be used for everything from Formula One all the way through to bike, as in push bike racing, to, they said wheelchair racing. That'll be interesting. They're going to be building an outdoor amphitheatre concert venue here as well, and many other things, which is going to be fantastic. The Perth people, as they usually do, are complaining about it, because Perth people complain about everything, but the government are not asking the public on this occasion. They're just going to build it, and it's going to be all on this land here, which I think is fantastic. Mainly the people that are complaining are the people that live on the other side of the bridge there, Matagatta Bridge, because they'll be complaining about the noise, and the people that live over there. But hey, progress. And there's Optus Stadium, the largest optic fibre display in the world. And on this particular page, if you scroll down, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll be going, huh? Scroll down? You should be at NipponPulse.org, because it's a web page, a beautiful little story about this precinct. So if you scroll down, there'll be a heap of different videos here. There'll be drone shots, there should be night shots, there'll be all sorts of things. So if you scroll down, you'll see the optic fibre display of Optus Stadium. Fantastic. Beautiful, 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 beautiful venue on the outside and the inside. I do like Optus Stadium. Matagatta Bridge over there, we'll walk over there, you'll get a close-up shot of it, is two swans, a little bit of a story going there. And Bella enjoying the walk and the ducks. And hopefully the footage is not too jerky, because he's pulling on the lead, but we will make do. I'm filming this before I go overseas on my big trip, so you're going to see this. I think you're going to see this as I start to do my trip overseas to Korea and Japan and Singapore. So there'll be a delay, like I'll be well and truly into my trip by the time you see this, and you're going to slowly catch up. But hopefully you will enjoy it, he says. Gets me used to using my brand new camera, my DJI Action 5, and my brand new little microphone I've got going on here. My DJI Mini, I do like this area. It's quite nice. Just got to be careful of the little ducks. The little dogs, because people don't put them on the leads, which we mentioned before. This is the end of the zip line, which I would like to do, but I don't know if I can afford it. I'll show you the zip line as we go around. The weird thing about this whole precinct is it's kind of away from anywhere. So like at night time, even during the daytime, not many people come here. It is the largest optic fibre display, as I mentioned. So at night time it looks spectacular, but nobody sees it. There was another video we did. If you haven't seen the blog page, have a look at it, where I did South Perth, where I explained the stronger tour that we're doing. And I showed a big parkland that had nothing on it in South Perth. This stadium should have been built there, at which point this stadium would have been visible to everybody in the city. Every single tourist, every single person that went down by the river would have seen this stadium. But basically, you can come to Perth as a tourist, or even a local. Like, there's so many locals that would never have seen Optus Stadium, and like would never even know it existed, never have seen the light display. So it's kind of strange, really, how they decide where to put things. This, as I say, used to be a rubbish tip, but then they converted it to a golf course. They got rid of the golf course to put the stadium here. They should have just left the golf course here and built the stadium in South Perth. Anyway, this is a zip line, the end of it, and the zip line goes all the way up to the top of Madagarup Bridge, Aboriginal name there. A Madagarup Bridge, you see it's black and white, and that's to represent two swans, a white swan and a black swan. The black swan being the animal of Western Australia. The black swan. Native animal of Western Australia, is that the word? I don't know. Anyway, as we walk around, we get to walk around the stadium. Beautiful day today, heart of winter, and yeah, it's quite a good day. My you would all know that I've been going through some medical procedures and that of late, with my aneurysm and alike. And of course I've been filming this not long after my operation. It's just been a week and a half, a little bit longer, maybe a week and a, getting close to 2 weeks after my operation. And the medication they put me on, I've been having some effects from, which we knew was going to happen. This is the second day when things have been slightly starting to get a little bit better. So, you know, it's getting good. It's starting to get good. Hopefully it's going to get better and better. As we look back over there at the casino, you know, once I've got the speedway and that here, more people might actually come. Looking over there at East Perth and the bridge, Madagarup Bridge. Come on, Bill. Let's go this way. Wonderful bike paths of Perth. Now these bike paths, which you shouldn't walk on. This little area down here you can walk on because they're doing some work, but generally you shouldn't be walking on the bike paths. That's a big doggy. That big doggy would eat you, Bella. Come on. It's a big doggy. The bike paths in Perth are magnificent. I've said it once, I've said it a million times over. They are the best in the world, and they go absolutely everywhere. And you can get maps. They're even on the GPS systems if you want. And depending where you live in Perth, they are more efficient than the road system, especially if you've got like an e-bike. They're going through a process at the moment where they're pretty much banning scooters. Somebody was killed by a scooter recently, a pedestrian. There's been a lot of people die from scooters that ride them, but a pedestrian was killed recently. So they're really cracking down. They're going to make it the hardest laws and regulations of scooters anywhere in the world. They're going through that process at the moment. But the e-bikes, if you've got an e-bike, the roads are just magnificent. I mean, look at them. Same rules as on the road. You got to like indicate, stay on the left, all that sort of stuff. There's a wattle. Anyway, let's continue on our journey. Come on, Belle. What? You want to sniff every tree, don't you? Where are you going? You can't go that way. You can't go that way. Come on. Let's go. Where are you going, Belle? Come on, this way, this way, this way. So yeah, so the top of the bridge here, that pointy section, that's where the zip line starts. So you can do a bridge climb, well, you have to do a bridge climb to get up there, but you could just do a bridge climb without doing the zip line. Come on, Bill. Let's go. Now, this is the only part of the bikeway you can actually walk on while they're doing the work. That's why there's a speed limit in this section. It is annoying though when you are in a section where people shouldn't be walking and people do walk on the bikeway, because like it would be okay if they stuck to the left and stuck to the right, but generally they don't do that. Generally they just dawdle everywhere. They're not quite sure where they're going. Everything in Perth is very well signposted. Lots of pretty cool playgrounds. Come, Belle. Let's go. Sun's slightly in the wrong place for the stadium, but don't you worry, as we get around the other side, it'll be okay. I'm liking the Action 5 camera. It's got a very wide field of view. The camp field, that's where you go for a bevy or two before the game. Or even if you're not watching or going in the stadium for the game, you can have a drink and then watch a game outside, which I'll show you. There's a big TV out here, which I'll show you a little bit later. Come, Belle. All right, let's go this way. Let's go down on the jetty. So all of these are native plants, native to Western Australia. Again, was a rubbish tip, garbage tip. So everything was brought in as a reclaimed, would you say reclaimed? Reclaim the land from it being a tip, would you say that? I don't know. This is, of course, is what koalas eat. Eucalyptus. Bella's loving her walk. She's not had a lot of walks this year, I gotta say. You know, with my health stuff and that going on. She's been a really good girl, and of course when I go overseas, she's not gonna have walks either. Oh my God, and the housemates that I have this time around, you know, they're gonna feed her and all, but I don't think they're gonna be spending much quality time. Here's another bikeway. Make sure there's no bikes coming as we come on out to the jetty. Strange, no ferries come out to the stadium. This is for private boats. Again, Perth is weird because it does stuff. And when it does stuff really good, but it doesn't think of the whole picture. So like it'll build something like this, which is fantastic, but then it won't provide ferries out here. And it's like, dude, like, why not? You don't think of the full picture. But as I say, there is a government in at the moment that's not listening to the people, and it's looking at changing a lot of things, which is great. So they are thinking about putting a ferry system in, which is great. So there you go, black swan meeting a white swan, giving a little kiss to each other up there at Matagara Bridge. They built this bridge twice. The other government bought the bridge cheaply from a Malaysian builder. Didn't go together quite as planned, he says. They tried to put it together, it just didn't match up. It was like Lego that was made by Temu. And they said, can we get a refund? And they said, no sir, no, you signed on the dotted line, you know. So they literally put the second bridge in storage, which is still there even to today. So they had to buy another bridge, and that was it there. So they had to buy 2 bridges. What's going on here? Jetty load, maximum capacity, if you wanted to know. Birth load, oh my God, could you picture giving birth to a 50-ton displacement vessel? Oh my God, that would rip you to pieces, wouldn't it? Anyway, all right, come on, pal. There we go, East Perth over there, that's for rich people. So they're the ones they're complaining about, you know, oh, how dare you build a racetrack over there. Down there, you've got the train bridge. You know, how dare you? And the racetrack is, as I say, only going to have like 1 race car event a year. So it's not really going to put them out. We don't want that. Oh. So my argument to them was, okay, if you don't want that, let's just turn this back into a rubbish dump again. And you can put up with the flies, the rubbish. You know, you did decide to live near an entertainment precinct. Anyway, lots of bike racks, which is good. You are on Noongar land here, Noongar, Aboriginal land. So there is Aboriginal art here. This lights up at night. It is a sight to behold. The giant stick, which of course is a Wangini Borna, the Wangini Bora. It's a message stick. It's an invitation to all nations to be as one, to be in one place at one time, which is quite fitting for a stadium. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So it lights up at night. That's great. And the good thing about this stadium is there's lots of, and I really rate this stadium because there's lots of parkland in that if you can't afford to go to the football or the soccer or even a concert, you can come here, and as I say, you can have something to eat over there at the camp field. You can have an alcoholic beverage, or they've got food trucks. You can see that you can buy meat pie over there. There's other food trucks as you go around. But then whatever's happening in the stadium, whatever it may be, will show on this screen free of charge. So you can sit out here with the family. You can bring a picnic rug if you want to pick a picnic rug and sit on the grass. I know it's picnic. Don't pick on me. Picnic. Who used to say picnic? It used to be Fozzie Bear. What's his name? Boo Boo and him. What's his name? Oh my God, I can't think of his name. Anyway, so yeah, you can do that. What's his name? Oh, that's going to bug me now. Somebody answer in the comments. No, can't think of it. Anyway, there's Bella. And she's doing a wee, you don't need to see that. Over on the other side there, you've got lots of adventure playground for the children in the bushland. Lots of snakes for them to play with. Because there's the most dangerous snakes in the world in Western Australia. Fact. Up there, again, the sun's in the bad place. Actually, I'll show you once we walk past it. That'll be a bit better. But isn't this... WA builds things ever so good. They really spend the money. You see things being built, for example, in Melbourne. And Melbourne, for example, if Melbourne built this, they'd pay 4 times the price and they'd have a shitty job done. And that's because Melbourne is really, really corrupt. Oh my God, they are so corrupt. And see, there's like explanations of everything as you go along as well, explaining everything. And, you know, there's unions in Melbourne and Mafia and all sorts of stuff. So they literally pay 3, 4, 5, 6 times the price and they get shitty infrastructure. In Perth, they pay always a really good price and they just get the best quality infrastructure. It's just top notch. You never get shitty infrastructure here. But again, the weird thing is they just build it in the most weird places. But like, you wouldn't get, as I say, like if they built something like this in Melbourne, it would be really poor quality and it'd be falling to bits. But they wouldn't think of the surroundings. They wouldn't go, okay, we built a stadium, now let's build an outdoor cinema, a lake. And remember, this was a garbage tip. You know, adventure playgrounds, a boardwalk, you know, let's put little artworks on the side of the building, which we'll have a look at. Let's put a walkway on the roof there for the adventure seeker up there. You can walk up there on the roof and you can dangle off the roof, and, you know, beautiful landscape gardening. They make it look good. You know, a lot of stadiums are just ugly cement eyesores. Even the little touches like, you know, Aboriginal words, and then they'll have the meanings of the Aboriginal words as you go along, explaining it all to you, which 99.99999% of people would walk past that and not even read it or notice it's there. But it's just those little touches that make it nice. Do you know what I mean? Where, as I say, most stadiums around the world would just be just cement and crap and ugly. They would do the job, but it would just be cement and crap and ugly. And little plaques like down there just explaining what's going on. I've always rated Perth's infrastructure. See, I don't know if you can see on the other side of the river there, that adventure playground over there, that looks insane where the red is. You can see that far. Come, Bill. And then on game day as well, and there's free barbecues in that down here as well. So again, you don't have to go into the stadium for the game if you can't afford it. You can have free barbecue outside, and they'll have free games and activities out here at this oval, which I'll show you as we get closer to it. And there's tables and chairs and free barbecues for you to cook. He says, as the bikes go past at a great rate of knots. Come over here, Belle. Loads of bins. There's a barbecue down there. Let's go show you. I wasn't going to walk down there and show you a barbecue, but let's show you a barbecue. Why not? Come, Belle. This way. Come around the oval. Come on, this way. Oh, we're getting tangled. She's sniffing something. This way, this way, this way. So on game day, you'll be able to kick and play footy out here. They'll also have food trucks. Sometimes they've got little concerts and events going out here as well. And as you look back at the stadium, oh my God, it looks so good, doesn't it? And then as you go around this part of the park, which goes around the other side with the adventure playgrounds and all, you have, come on, Belle, let's show them the barbecues. You have the water. You have the barbecues. The free barbecues. So, you know, pretty good. You got more over there, more free barbecues, and then as you go around there, you got more free barbecues. So, you know, pretty good. More artwork down there, and looking back to the stadium. So pretty cool, and you can use them all year round. Pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good. It's so beautiful. And then, of course, in the summer, when it's really, really hot in Perth at night time, when the stadium's all lit up at night, that beautiful optic fibre, and they can turn the stadium in any colour, any pattern. Beautiful, you know, having your family down here. Brilliant. Come, Belle. Oops, you need water, do you? Let's see if I know how to turn it on. Oh my God, how do I turn on the doggy fountain? Somehow. That's the human fountain. And then I turn on the doggy fountain by here. Okay, we're going to figure the doggy fountain and we'll be back. Where are you? You sound like a train. Oh my God, she sounds like a train. We got her some water, so she's happy now. There we go, Optus Stadium. Beautiful, yeah. Let's keep going, Belle. We are slowly getting there. It's so warm today. Whew. So, anyway, what else can I tell you? Not a great deal much more, really. We have a magpie down there. You're a big magpie. Luckily, it's not swooping season. Otherwise, Mr. Magpie would not be happy with us. So I don't know this magpie. Now, I know what I'll tell you. Optus Stadium also, generally, on game day, has no car parks. See a couple of cars parking there now. They're the staff parking there now. But on game day, It's public transport only. When they first opened the stadium, it took everybody by surprise really, because Perth, of all the places in Australia, is a very car-orientated city. Perth, even though it has a population of just 3.5 million people, greater Perth metro area, it is the largest metro area in the world, the greatest distance. Very car-dependent city Perth is. So it was a big shock. And even though Perth has now quite a modern public transport system, it's not a very extensive public transport system. It is changing. They've just opened 2 brand new train lines this last week, but it still only covers, God, well, I'm just guessing here, let's say 2%, 3% of the metro area. Very small. But the Perth people have kind of like embraced it. Works pretty good. So on game day, people drive to their closest railway station or catch a feeder bus, an express bus from their house, which takes them to the closest train station. And then the train zooms them to Optus Stadium, and we're near the train station. I'll show you that in a minute. But first, I'm loving the DJI Action 5. That is a wide field of view, and I don't even have it in wide setting. I've just got that in normal setting, and that's fitting in the whole stadium. And what does the stadium look like? Looks like a bird's nest, hey? And that's why it's called the bird's nest. It's pretty good. And again, I don't know what you think about it. You might think it's the most ugliest thing you've ever seen. Again, when you see stadiums, they're usually grey cement or horrible looking things. But this fits in, I think, quite well with nature. I've only ever seen 2 stadiums that look really nice and kind of like fit in with the surroundings of nature. That's this one. And the other one is in Tokyo, where they had the opening ceremony of the Olympics, which that stadium was beautiful. They did with the wood. Yeah, really pretty. We're nearly at the front of the stadium, so I'll show you that with the glass and all. But before then, brought to you by some random artist. I don't understand art, never have. This artist would have earned like hundreds of thousands of dollars to design that. What would you call that? Every art piece has a name. What would you call that? Somebody give me a name in the comments. Be descriptive. Pretend you're the artist. Sell that to me. Okay? I'm going to give you $100,000. Sell me it. I don't know. Anyway, good luck to them. Good luck to them, they say. So, as we come over here, we shall see the train station. Come this way, Belle. And the front of Optus Stadium. So let's go like smack bang in the middle. Then you'll see how this all works. Come on, Belle. This way. So there we go. That's pretty much the front of the stadium. And then on this side, we have the train station. One train station, but 2 entrances. One you could see under the bridge there. It's the same train station, but 2 entrances. So one behind the tree on the right-hand side and there. So that'll feed like 100% of the people into the stadium here. And then if you're in the cheap seats, you'll walk this way. A lot of Aboriginal art features down at this stadium. And the Aboriginal art we are talking about, which doesn't look like anything during the day, but at night time means something, is here, this little walkway, which represents being under the water. So all these little pieces of gold light up at night, twinkle, and look like ripples of water. Looks like you're under the water, under the Swan River. And these lead to the Swan River, where we were before. The dream time and the woggle, everything to do with Aboriginal dream time relates to water, the woggle. The woggle, mythical creature that lives in the water. Always wondered, they're setting up the souvenir stall. We just walked past it, there's another one there. Why don't they build souvenir stalls in stadiums? It's a brand new stadium. Why do they always have them in caravans? Why don't they just build a souvenir stall in the building? Get away from there. You'll get electrocuted, Bella. That was a electrical thing. Oh look, that's nice. WA flower. If you pick a wildflower in WA, you can go to jail, so don't do it. You can buy them, but you can't pick them, so do not pick a WA wildflower. It is illegal. A jailable offence if you pick a wildflower. I do hope you've enjoyed our walk. We're nearly finished. Just one more thing to show you as we curve around. It's a bit warm. So you might go, hang on Mark, there's cars parking there. And you said there was no car park. On game day, this is buses only. Buses only. So it turns to a buses only. That's all I can say. What's it called? Bus bays. Bus stop. Oh my God. Do I have a brain injury after my operation? I can't even think of bus stop. Yeah. That's why it's curved. So yeah, no cars at all. All right, let's curve around back to the motor vehicle. Been a good walk for Bella. She's starting to get tired. She's happy. The runniness she had when we first started is now turning into a little gallop. We made tracks, there we go. A little sign about the new train lines. Come, Belle. Want to have a little drink in the puddle? Want to have a drink? No? All right, come on. Come on, let's go. Almost back at the car. There we have tourists. Campfield again. Got a beverage. See, now they've paid for a tour, ladies and gentlemen. If they had only come to NipponPulse.org, they could have got the information for free. Hello, mate. Not a bad day, eh? For the middle of winter.
Considering yesterday was rain.
Oh, I know, right? It's fantastic. You're taking them all on the zip line?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, folks. How are we? Hi. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you? So so the car parks there, as you see, all turn into buses. All the bus information is here. Stand 14 as an example. Mirrabooka bus station. Everything very well signposted. Beautiful big walkways for before and after the game. So it is organised very, very well. Signs here, signs there. Lots of customer service staff will be around after the game as well. Yeah. Very well, very, very well done. And it does rate as, I would say, my best stadium in the world, it really would. And again, I love Tokyo Stadium where they had the opening ceremony of the Olympics, but the ground area around that stadium in Tokyo, there's like nothing there, absolutely nothing there. So that's why this stadium wins, because of everything that's around the outside, and that how you can enjoy it even on game day with your family without going into the stadium. And the final thing we'll show you, God, sorry, I'm so out of breath. I haven't done exercise for months with my injury, is the Managalup mini golf. I haven't done this yet. I need to do this sometime. I will do this sometime. We have the mini golf going on in here. The putt looks pretty good. It's pretty big, pretty exciting. There you go, you've seen it. We'll show you more one day. One day we'll go in there and we'll do it all completely. Oh my God, looks pretty good. So one day. I don't think it's that expensive either as far as activities in Perth goes. Some activities in Perth are like really, really, really expensive, but I think this one is kind of okay. I think this is like $30 per person, which sounds semi-expensive, but semi-okay, if that makes sense, because you can take your time with Papa, you know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed our walk around Optus Stadium. I hope you enjoyed the blog about Optus Stadium. I hope you watch all the other videos below about Optus Stadium. And Bella's had enough. She wants some water. We've got none. Come on, we're going to go home. Any comments or questions, please leave them below. But apart from that, wherever you are in this big, wide, wonderful world, have a good morning, afternoon, evening or night. We'll see you somewhere in Korea, I guess. And we'll see you soon at NipponPulse.org. Bye.